Welcome back to Nature Moment. Under the scorching sun of the dry season, the African savanna is struggling to endure unprecedented harshness as the heat seems to burn away all life. The rivers are dry and rocky. The ground is cracked and arid to the point that it seems there is no life left. This is the most wild land, the heart of the Black Continent, where every creature must fight constantly to survive. The predator lurks in silence, its cold eyes observing every movement, waiting for the opportunity to strike a fatal blow. Here, just one wrong moment can be the boundary between life and death. Is there a powerful being quietly watching and arranging the fate of all species? Join Nature Moment to explore these dramatic survival stories in the wilderness, and don't forget to leave where you're from in the comments. Here, life and death are separated by a fragile thread. Prepare yourself for a journey that is not only visually stunning, but also deeply reflective. For what you are about to witness is not just beautiful scenery, but a reminder of the delicate balance of nature. Don't take your eyes off the video, because Kalahari still has many wonders waiting for you to explore with Nature Moment. Is there a supreme being, silently observing and determining the fate of all living beings? Before we explore these beautiful mysteries, please let us know where you're from in the comments. With an area of about 38,000 square kilometers, Kalahari is not just a desert but also a journey to explore the mysteries of nature in the heart of the wilderness. The strip between these two countries is a dry area characterized by the red sand of the Kalahari Desert, but don't let the initial impression deceive you. Welcome to the wild savanna, a place where countless survival stories come to life at the heart of Africa. As the first rays of dawn touched the vast fields of the savanna, the sky lit up with vibrant shades of orange and yellow, as if nature itself had painted a mesmerizing picture. The landscape here is interspersed with low-lying areas that hold cool water, providing a foundation for rich ecosystem. Although this location may seem deserted, it actually offers you the chance to admire the unique inhabitants of this wilderness, especially the majestic guests of the animal kingdom. However, there is no place for peace here. The cycle of survival never stops. Life and death intertwine, like light and darkness, vying for every moment on the vast plains of the tropical savanna. One of the fascinating species you will encounter is the light-colored singing hawk, a symbol of vitality in this area. The enormous herds of blue wildebeests began their great journey. Millions of them migrate in an endless quest for the precious water that sustains life. They reside in savannas and deserts with a diverse diet that includes lizards, rodents, and they are not hesitant to enjoy birds and insects as well. Danger lurks from every thicket, as lions with piercing gazes and heavy breaths remain hidden, ready to wait for the slightest opening from their prey. In particular, through hunting, this bird showcases its fascinating predatory instincts. Along with that, we cannot forget the majestic lions. The harsh savanna also presents even more intense challenges. The African wild dogs pursue their prey with relentless persistence, while the leopards, with their sharp claws, wait for the perfect moment to pounce from the treetops. Under the scorching sun of the desert, they often choose to rest and only begin their hunt at night, taking advantage of their teamwork to provide meals for the entire family. In this battle for survival, only the strongest and the most unforgiving can emerge victorious. The durability and hunting skills of the females in the pack are remarkable, as they are primarily responsible for foraging for food for the entire group, showcasing the strength and patience of the wild queen. But the battle is not over. In the murky waters of the flooded savanna, the Nile crocodiles still lurk in silence, waiting for the precise moment when the wildebeests and zebras rush down to the riverbank. We will also encounter the powerful oryx, a symbol of vitality in nature. Although possessing long antlers and a muscular body, the females of this species are extremely sensitive to events happening around them, especially when they have young ones nearby. This is a life and death river crossing, where only 70% of the zebras survive. Here, both the hunter and the prey struggle to survive another day amidst the fury of nature. With a weight of up to 240 kilograms, brave oryx mothers protect their young from threats posed by predators such as lions. The invisible hand of the Creator still guides each creature along the path that He has laid out. Their journey of motherhood reflects the care and relentless fighting spirit of animals in the natural world. The next attraction is the small and adorable meerkats. The savanna stretches across about 20% of the Earth's surface, like a golden carpet woven by the hands of creation in the heart of the planet. In the heart of a magnificent ecosystem, the canopies rise up, casting cool shadows and allowing sunlight to illuminate and nourish the lush greenery below. Weighing only about 700 to 900 grams, they constantly search for food on the ground and nest in complex underground tunnel systems. In the vast expanse of this wild earth and sky, countless creatures coexist in harmony under the laws that nature has ordained. Observing their lives is fascinating, as each of their actions carries messages about life and survival in the harsh conditions of the natural environment. From gentle herds of antelope to fierce lions, all create a vibrant picture of nature, Let's continue our journey to explore the mysterious secrets of the wild animal kingdom in this natural wonder, and learn more about how they adapt and survive in this arid yet vibrant land. All wild animals have unique ways of living to survive in a world full of competition and danger. Have you ever thought that this is the place where the beauty and balance of life are most vividly expressed? One of them is the suricate, also known as the meerkat. The African savanna, one of the oldest and most diverse ecosystems on Earth, has witnessed remarkable changes in nature from 8 to 5 million years ago. At that time, the dense forests began to shrink, making way for a drier climate. They are not only skilled operators, but also establish a clear division of labor among the members of the group. At any given time, there is always a sentry ready to sound the alarm in the event of a threat from enemies such as snakes or scorpions. From there, vast grasslands of the savanna emerged, where animal species were forced to make a choice: survive or endure the harshness. The landscape has changed, ecosystems have developed, and a new world with new challenges has emerged. This collaboration has helped suricata thrive in a harsh environment. Interestingly, suricates also create rescue chambers underground, where they can hide if they encounter unexpected danger. The African savanna stretches out like a vast golden carpet, covering approximately 13 million square kilometers, which accounts for nearly 65% of the continent's area. This is a land of vibrant golden meadows, stretching all the way to the horizon, creating a magnificent and wild landscape. While foraging for food, the members often change roles so that each individual has the opportunity to both eat and contribute to the protection of the community. The balance in this relationship not only helps strengthen the spirit of unity, but also enhances the effectiveness of earning a living. The rainy season comes and goes quickly, like a flash of lightning, leaving behind dryness and harshness, an unending challenge for all living beings here. Speaking of wildlife, the wildebeest, a well-known ruminant species, typically gives birth during the rainy months, when vegetation is lush and at its most abundant. The African savanna ecosystem is home to thousands of plant species, ranging from vast grasslands to dense shrubs and towering trees. Their gestation period lasts about 8 to 9 months, similar to human pregnancy. These plants are not only the foundation of life for many organisms, but also play a crucial role in regulating the climate and maintaining the balance of ecosystem. In particular, About 80% of the gnu population will be born at the same time, creating a spectacular event of nature. The richness of the animal world here is truly astonishing. Right after they are born, the baby wildebeests can stand up and start exploring the world. The savanna is the shared home of about 300 species of mammals, including herbivores like elephants, zebras, and antelopes, as well as predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas. All of this reflects the strength and resilient adaptability of life amidst the harshness of nature. Exploring nature also introduces us to the Cape fox, a small yet powerful animal that lives to the south of the equator. In the vast sky, there are about 1,000 species of birds soaring, creating a vibrant and magnificent picture, as if honoring nature's masterpiece. Despite being relentlessly hunted, the Cape fox continues to survive and thrive thanks to its incredibly diverse diet that includes rodents, insects, as well as eggs and carrion. In wetland areas like the Sud in South Sudan, this unique freshwater ecosystem is home to more than 100 species of fish, along with hundreds of species of waterfowl, aquatic insects, and over 200 species of reptiles and amphibians. Another fascinating story is about the springbok antelope, which is known for its impressive leaping ability. Every creature, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in the food chain, creating a harmonious and vibrant natural symphony. Here, nothing happens by mere chance. They consume decaying flesh before it becomes a source of pollution, thereby preventing diseases and maintaining ecological balance. When faced with the question of who truly dominates in a confrontation, the spotted hyena or the lion, the answer lies not only in claws or bite force, but also in the survival strategies that nature has honed over millions of years. Which way do you lean? Please leave your comments below and join Nature Moment in unlocking the mysteries of the wild. Next, let's follow us as we explore the vast savanna in Serengeti. This is also the place where the cheetah, one of the fastest animals on the planet, showcases its racing abilities. The cheetah can reach speeds of up to 93 miles per hour, creating spectacular chases, with the Thompson's gazelle, their favorite prey and one of the most common herbivores in the Serengeti. Unlike many other predators, cheetahs typically hunt during the day, which helps them avoid direct competition with nocturnal animals like lions and hyenas. They develop exceptional visual abilities, capable of detecting prey from a distance and choosing the perfect moment to strike. The hunt begins with a stealthy approach, often carried out in the tall grasses of the savanna. When it was about 30 to 40 meters away from its prey, the cheetah began to increase its speed, gradually closing the distance to its target. With a lightweight body, strong muscles, and long legs, they can sprint at incredible speeds, using their long tails to maintain balance on the uneven terrain of the savanna. However, speed is not everything. With its high energy expenditure during chases, the cheetah can only maintain its maximum speed for about 20 to 30 seconds, requiring absolute precision at the moment of attack. After enduring a tense chase, the harsh reality still awaits us: the risk of losing our prey to of stronger predators. According to the latest report from the IUCN in 2023, the number of cheetahs in the Serengeti has dwindled to about 200 individuals, a sign of how dire the survival struggle for this species has become. In the wild, natural world, life is not just a race among prey, but also an unending battle against time and fierce competition from other predators. Unlike many other animal species that are active from dusk until dawn, the African leopard chooses to hunt during the day, when fierce predators like lions and hyenas are resting. This not only helps them avoid deadly confrontations, but also allows them to make the most of their time in the wild. But it's not just the large animals that shine in the Serengeti. The sky here is adorned with over 500 species of birds, making the space vibrant and colorful. Among them, one of the most prominent species is the African marabou. This is the bird with the longest wingspan in the world, which can reach up to 10 feet. Sometimes they are called lost birds, because their shape from behind resembles a person wearing a cloak, with a broad back and dark wings, combined with slender, snow-white legs. The African marabou primarily inhabits wetland areas and plains, especially in regions where lions and hyenas are present. These locations are like natural treasure troves, providing opportunities for marabou to seek out and consume the remains left by larger predators. With their sharp and powerful beaks, they quickly handle the leftover carcasses, helping to prevent environmental pollution and maintain the health and ecological balance of the Serengeti. However, the Serengeti is just a small part of the larger picture of the tropical savanna. In this vast landscape, the Miambo forest in the heart of the Zambezi is known as one of the most diverse and largest savanna ecosystems in Central and Southern Africa. With an area nearly equivalent to that of France, the Miambo forest here is distinguished by towering trees, such as Brachystegia and Julbernardia. These giant trees are like pillars supporting the sky, providing shelter and protection for thousands of animal species that live in their shade. Not only that, these trees play a crucial role in sustaining life within the ecosystem by absorbing carbon from the atmosphere and contributing to the mitigation of climate change. They maintain a perfect balance between the wilderness and the living environment. Thus, the Miambo forest is not only a refuge for various species, but also a shield protecting our planet. In the wilderness of Africa, where bushes and wild grasses thrive, we witness a unique ecosystem that has perfectly adapted to harsh climatic conditions. The prolonged droughts and erratic rains have created significant challenges for the local wildlife. However, it is these very creatures that have developed effective adaptive mechanisms, ensuring their survival and maintaining the delicate balance of this vast ecosystem. Here, the African savanna elephant, scientifically known as Loxodontid africana, stands out like a giant, dominating the vast grasslands and dense forests of the Mimbu woodland in the heart of the Zambezi River region. Not only is it the largest land animal on Earth, with individuals recorded at heights of up to 4 meters and weights of up to 10.4 tons, the African elephant also plays an essential role in maintaining the structure of the ecosystem. Every day, an elephant can consume up to 150 kilograms of vegetation and requires a huge amount of water, forcing them to move continuously in search of resources, especially during the harsh, dry season. The enormous footprints they leave create ecological corridors, breaking through dense vegetation and allowing many other species the opportunity to access new land for foraging and living. Although their strength and majestic appearance are undeniable, the lives of African savanna elephants are facing many serious challenges. Since 2021, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has classified this species as threatened due to habitat destruction and poaching for the purpose of ivory trade. However, the conservation efforts are showing promising signs. According to the WWF report in 2023, the population of African elephants in the Miombo forest region has seen some improvement, with approximately 50,000 individuals currently recorded in Zambia and Zimbabwe. This is a positive sign for the future of these majestic herbivores. The elephant is not only a symbol of strength, but also a vivid testament to the connection between living beings and their environment. Each step we take is an act of natural regeneration, paving the way for life, not just for ourselves, but for all living beings. The existence of African elephants is not just a story about wildlife, it is also a test of humanity's compassion and awareness of the need to protect life. Let the love for nature go beyond mere feelings and become action for a planet where all living beings have the right to exist. In the Miombo forest, there are also 2 prominent species of antelope, the kudu and the black antelope. These creatures, having to endure extreme temperatures and prolonged dry periods, have developed remarkable skills for survival, playing a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance between the dense forests and the expansive grasslands of the Zambezi River basin. The kudu antelope, scientifically known as Tragelaphus strepsiceros, is distinguished by its massive spiral horns, which can reach a height of 5 feet and weigh around 600 pounds. They move gracefully among the bushes. The pieces of this wild world are not just simple stories, they are a symphony of life, rich in color and emotion, reminding us of the value of preserving the wonderful gifts that nature has bestowed upon us. The black antelopes, known as the sable antelope, are a perfect example of resilience in the face of nature's harsh challenges. They primarily survive by eating tough, thick, and fibrous leaves, which are types of food that very few other species can digest. This characteristic helps them survive in a harsh environment where food and drinking water become scarce. The black antelope stands out with its large physique, sleek black coat, and long curved horn. They can weigh up to 250 kilograms and often live in groups, forming large social units to better adapt to the dry conditions of the Miombo forest. The continuous movement in search of food sources is one of the great ways to maintain population stability for this species, with approximately 75,000 individuals in 2023. Life in the arid forests and vast savanna fields of the Miombo woodlands has now taken us on a new journey in West Africa, where a diverse landscape of the Guinea savanna comes to life. Here, the ecosystem continues to develop and harness new potentials that nature provides. In the stunning picture of nature, the lush tropical forests blend harmoniously with the vast savannas, creating unique and spectacular landscapes that stretch across countries such as Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Togo. The forest and savanna ecological model of Guinea stands out as one of the most unique landscapes in the world, where two seemingly opposing ecosystems can coexist. When the dry season arrives, the survival journey of the grassland antelope becomes more challenging. In the year 2024, it is estimated that there are about 8,000 individuals of the grassland antelope living in this area. With its distinctive reddish-brown fur and long, curved horns, the grassland antelope has become a symbol of vitality and resilience. These pronghorn antelopes move tirelessly between the sparse forests and vast grasslands, creating bright spots in the golden landscape of the prairie. The adaptability of this species is truly remarkable. The grassland antelope can consume a variety of grasses and shrubs, including plant species that many other herbivores find difficult to access. This allows them to endure the most challenging times of the year when the land is barren and vegetation becomes scarce, ensuring survival even in the harshest conditions. In addition, the Miombo forest is home to one of the most prominent predators, the African wild dog. This is not just an ordinary carnivore, it is also recognized as one of the most effective hunters in nature, with a success rate of up to 80% in hunts, surpassing many large predators like lions and hyenas. African wild dogs are masters of cooperative hunting. Each pack typically consists of 10 to 20 individuals, sometimes reaching up to 40. Each member of the team clearly understands their role and executes a coordinated strategy, from pursuing to capturing the prey until it is completely exhausted. This allows them to hunt animals much larger than themselves, such as zebras and sometimes even buffalo. However, the role of the African wild dog goes beyond just hunting. They play an important role in maintaining ecological balance by controlling the population of herbivorous species and preventing the depletion of vegetation, thereby protecting the health of the entire ecosystem. However, their survival journey is not without challenges. Gene dispersion, illegal hunting, and diseases transmitted by domestic animals are significant threats to this species. According to information from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the African wild dog is currently in a state of emergency, with only about 6,000 individuals remaining across the entire continent of Africa. Especially in the Miombo forest, there are only about 500 to 600 individuals left as of 2023. This highlights the urgent need for stronger conservation measures to protect the future of this skilled hunter. In the transition zone between the tropical rainforest and the open savanna, the leopard stands out as one of the top predators. With exceptional adaptability, the leopard cat makes the most of these two contrasting environments, using the dense foliage of the forest as a hiding place while comfortably moving across the savanna to hunt for prey. As an opportunistic hunter, the diet of the leopard is very diverse, including species such as large zebras, small gazelles, monkeys, and even birds. The hunting skills of the leopard become even more impressive at night, when their excellent vision and stealthy movements turn them into nearly invisible predators. The leopard cat often lurks in bushes or trees, and its spotted fur and patterns help it blend into its natural environment. They often choose to attack at dusk or during the night, when their prey is less vigilant. When the target was in sight, the leopard cat lunged forward at a speed of up to 35 miles per hour, stretching out to immobilize its prey with a powerful bite to the neck. With its exceptional climbing abilities, the leopard can also ambush its prey from above, creating dramatic and perfect hunting scenes in the wild. The stories of the survival battles among the animals here are not only a testament to their natural instincts, but also a lesson in perseverance and intelligence in harsh conditions. Every moment between life and death in the wilderness carries a value that transcends the images we see. At Nature Moment, we not only recount, but also preserve those wonderful stories as a reminder of the beauty and fragility of nature. If you are a lover of the great outdoors, don't hesitate to hit like to join us on our journey to explore the most magnificent wonders of this planet. In the wild, the golden cat, one of the most cunning predators, often brings its prey up to high branches to avoid being robbed by other hunters like lions or hyenas. However, the life of leopards in this area is facing increasingly significant challenges. According to a report by the Panthera organization in 2023, it is estimated that only about 2,500 leopards remain in the Guinea savanna forest. This alarming number is due to the gradual destruction of their natural habitat and illegal hunting for their fur. When the forest is cleared for logging and agricultural expansion, the leopards are forced to migrate to more open grasslands in search of food, where they easily become targets for hunters or come into conflict with human communities. Leaving the transitional forest between the jungle and savanna of Guinea, we enter a dry landscape characterized by shrubs and acacia thorn trees, typical of the Somali Peninsula, stretching across northeastern Kenya, southeastern Ethiopia, and a large part of Somalia. This is one of the harshest ecosystems of the African savanna, featuring arid land, low trees, and thorny bushes that evoke the image of a beautiful yet challenging natural landscape. These areas are not just habitats. They truly act as the conductors of the rhythm of this ecosystem. Trees belonging to the genera Acacia and Commiphora which have adapted to arid climates, have become essential pillars, providing shade and a valuable food source for many animal species in this harsh environment. To survive in harsh conditions, the animals here have developed unique survival strategies. In the same harsh environment of Acacia comicus, we also find the striped hyena, one of the primary predators, identifiable by its distinctive striped coat and strong front legs. By actively consuming carrion, the striped hyena plays an essential role in cleaning the ecosystem and preventing the spread of disease by consuming dead animals. The ability to detect corpses from a distance, thanks to its keen sense of smell, allows the striped hyena to quickly approach signs of death. The tireless journey over long distances in search of food is one of the factors that enables the striped hyena to effectively keep its habitat clean. Known as scavengers, hyenas also play a crucial role in protecting the environment by preventing the outbreak of diseases that can arise from dead animals. Currently, the IUCN has classified the striped hyena as a near-threatened species, with an estimated global population of fewer than 10,000 adult individuals. The Grevy's zebra, a symbol of resilience, is one of the most remarkable animal species. Known as the rarest zebra species in the world, with only about 2,800 individuals remaining in 2023, according to the Gravy Zebra Trust, this species is also the largest of the 3 existing zebra species, standing up to 5 feet tall and weighing between 660 to 998 pounds. The standout feature of the Gravy zebra is its slender black and white stripes, along with its large round ears, which help enhance its hearing and regulate temperature in a challenging environment. The adaptability of the Grevy's zebra to arid climates is truly impressive. They can survive for long periods without water by eating dry grass and seeking out sources of water from natural puddles. The indomitable spirit and survival skills have created a powerful symbol for the brave animals in this challenging savanna region. When faced with resource scarcity, Grevy's zebras often move in small groups and travel long distances to find food and water. Through this, they are not merely living organisms, but also play a crucial role in the ecosystem by controlling the excessive growth of vegetation, contributing to the stability of grasslands in the wild savanna environment. In every steadfast step, the Gravy zebra reminds us that life is not just about existing, it is about the courage to overcome adversity. Although only a few thousand individuals remain, the spirit of this species serves as the strongest call for collective responsibility in protecting nature. Don't let those beautiful stripes remain only in memory. Spread the message of conservation with us. In the harsh world of the Acacia comicus region in Somalia, where the sun scorches everything, the bat-eared fox emerges as a small yet courageous warrior. With ears as large as natural radar, the bat-eared fox has developed extraordinary adaptations to survive in the harsh conditions of this environment. Their enormous ears not only help detect sounds from afar, but also serve as an effective weapon during hunting, allowing them to sense even the slightest movements underground, where termites and insects are hiding. As night falls and the harsh heat of the day subsides, the bat-eared fox begins its search for food. With termites making up the main part of its diet, accounting for about 80% of its daily food intake. According to research conducted in 2023, the ears of this species of fox have evolved to be approximately 10% larger than those of previous generations, making them more efficient at hunting even during prolonged dry spells. In the scorching heat of the Acacia comicus region, where sparse bushes and dry grass come together to create a vibrant tapestry, we also find the genurk, Litocranius walleri, a rare and fascinating creature that offers a completely new perspective on wildlife in this area. In this rare moment, the genurk stands on its toes like a proud dancer amidst the arid nature of the African region. With their slender, elongated necks and ability to stand upright on their hind legs, they easily lead one to mistakenly believe they are close relatives of giraffes. The ability to reach high branches that few herbivores can access is the key to survival in a harsh environment. Gerynuk, a perfect example of how adaptation doesn't require strength, but rather the uniqueness to survive. These creatures have demonstrated a unique ability to adapt to their challenging environment. Therefore, protecting them is not just about preserving a species, but also about safeguarding the balance of the entire ecosystem here. Famous for being called the giraffe macaque due to its slender body and particularly long neck, the giron possesses an incredible ability to stand on its hind legs to reach tree canopies that are between 6 and 8 feet high. This helps them excel compared to other herbivorous animals during long dry seasons, when most other wild animals have to move or search for water sources far away. The gearnuk antelope survives thanks to its excellent adaptability, adjusting its activities to conserve energy, minimize water loss, and maintain a stable body temperature. They can even alter their metabolic processes to cope with the harsh conditions of the Somali savanna. Living in this harsh environment is one of the strongest species of antelope, the East African oryx, scientifically known as Oryx beasa. Their silver fur sparkled in the sunlight like a protective armor, while their straight horns rose up like sharp swords, ready for any battle. As night falls and the heat subsides, the oryx begins its foraging journey. Night is the time for them to exhibit strong activity, avoiding water loss through sweating and taking advantage of the coolness of darkness to maintain their health. When the grasslands become parched during the dry season, oryx switch to a different diet, seeking out drought-resistant bushes like acacia. With their strong digestive capabilities, they can thoroughly extract nutrients from hard food. What's special about them is that they can live without water for several weeks, sometimes even up to a month. A study by UNEP in 2023 revealed that oryx not only search for food, but also strive to make the most of every drop of water left on dry leaves, maximizing every resource that the arid nature can provide. While it does not need to avoid the heat or seek shelter, the oryx has the ability to regulate its body temperature, enduring extreme heat of up to 117 degrees Fahrenheit. As a result, they can minimize water loss, a precious resource in this arid land. However, what makes the oryx formidable is not just its ability to withstand the dry season. When faced with large predators like lions or leopards, they resemble warriors, using their long horns, measuring 84 centimeters, like swords to defeat their enemies. Often, oryx not only escape danger, but also make even the strongest predators hesitate. Combined with the agility of the ostrich, the stories of these wild warriors captivate us, making it impossible to look away from the struggles for survival in nature. In the dense jungles and grasslands of Somalia, one cannot overlook the ostrich, a remarkable creature with an impressive height of up to 9 feet and a weight of up to 340 pounds, making it one of the largest living bird species on Earth. The ostrich is not only the largest bird, but is also known as a living fossil due to its remarkable features that enable it to survive in the harsh conditions of its habitat. The resilience of the ostrich in the scorching heat of the Somali savanna is truly a marvel, with its ability to regulate body temperature and keep cool even under the intense sunlight. Its thin, lightweight layer of feathers acts like a natural cloak, protecting against the heat while allowing the ostrich to dissipate heat quickly. A study by the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, in 2020 found that ostriches have the ability to survive for long periods without water. Instead, they absorb moisture from food such as grass and succulent leaves, which helps them endure severe droughts. In particular, ostriches have a unique biological mechanism to minimize water loss through respiration and urination, allowing them to survive in harsh conditions. When daytime temperatures rise, ostriches often reduce their activity and choose to rest in the shade to conserve energy. Although it cannot fly, the ostrich has the remarkable ability to run at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour and can maintain a speed of around 34 miles per hour for extended periods. However, when cornered, an ostrich can become extremely fierce, using its long legs with enough strength to injure an enemy. A single kick from it can knock down large predators like lions or leopards, turning the hunter into the hunted. In this region, we must also mention Lake Victoria, a gem in the heart of nature, which is the largest freshwater lake in Africa, often likened to the heartbeat at the center of the continent. This lake brings life to millions of species. Here, the rainforest merges harmoniously with the savanna, creating a land full of harmony, where the tropical climate prevails. This area experiences brief rain showers and long, dry seasons, causing the landscape to constantly change in rhythm with the natural world. In particular, this is the habitat of the Rothschild's giraffe, scientifically known as Giraffa camelopardalis rothschildi. This is one of the rarest subspecies of giraffe in the world, with only about 800 individuals remaining in the year 2024. This creature is not only a symbol of natural beauty, but also a testament to the strength and adaptability of life in harsh natural environments. According to the Giraffe Conservation Organization, the light-colored coat of the hotch giraffe, adorned with spots that do not extend to its legs, creates a unique distinction for this species. With a height of up to 5.7 meters, the giraffe is not only the tallest among other giraffe species, but also presents us with an impressive image of grandeur in the animal kingdom. Another notable feature of this species is the presence of 5 horns on its head, a rare characteristic compared to other giraffe species. Like a symbol not only of greatness, but also of harmony in nature, the giraffe hotch truly is the gardener of the savanna. Their primary diet consists of the leaves of acacia species, which helps maintain ecological balance by controlling the growth of vegetation. Thanks to these strong organisms, the canopy does not become too dense, allowing sunlight to penetrate and creating space for the existence of many other species in the shade. Their image resembles the heartbeat that regulates the savanna ecosystem, keeping everything in a state of natural balance. However, the value of the hotch giraffe is not only limited to its ecological role, but also serves as a model for sustainable ecotourism. According to the WWF organization, ecotourism plays a crucial role in the conservation of this species by generating income for local communities and promoting wildlife protection programs. Giraffe exploration tours not only provide an opportunity for people to connect with nature, but also offer a deeper insight into the mission of each species in the vast grasslands. On the meadows of Lake Victoria, we encounter the species of antelope known scientifically as Damaliscus lunatus, the powerful warriors of the savanna. The reddish-brown fur with black spots on their faces and elbows makes them perfectly suited for camouflage in the savanna. With a strong body and long legs, the topee is recognized as one of the fastest antelope species in the grasslands, capable of reaching speeds of up to 43 miles per hour, allowing them to easily escape from formidable predators like lions and leopards. This species exhibits seasonal migratory behavior, seeking lush green pastures and abundant water sources near Lake Victoria during the long, dry months. During busy times, topee live in groups ranging from 20 to 40 individuals. But during the breeding season or migration, they can gather in numbers of up to hundreds. This is truly a dance of solidarity, where the antelopes help each other to evade predators, creating stunning scenes against the backdrop of the vast savanna. Each step and dance of theirs is a rhythmic blend of nature, showcasing the vibrant vitality of life in the wild. In the vast world of nature, the tropical savanna stands out like a challenging and colorful symphony, where humid summers and chilly winters intertwine to create a unique and rich ecosystem. Imagine a land stretching from Kruger National Park to Pilanesberg and Kegalagadi in South Africa, where tall grasslands rise alongside shrubs like Acacia tortilis and Combretum against a deep blue sky. These plant species do not merely exist, they resiliently withstand the harshness of arid land and natural wildfire. The tropical savanna is not only a challenge, but also a vibrant showcase of life, where every creature that exists tells a story of survival and strength. Among the countless living beings here, the white rhinoceros stands out as an irresistible symbol of the tropical savanna of South Africa. The white rhinoceros, scientifically named Ceratotherium simum, is the largest of the 5 existing rhinoceros species, with an average weight of up to 2,500 kilograms and a length of up to 13 feet. They are not only gigantic land animals, but also an essential part of wildlife, ranking behind 3 species of large elephants. The most distinctive feature of the white rhinoceros is its nose, which has 2 enormous horns made of keratin, the same material that makes up our hair and nails. The longest front horn can reach a length of 165 centimeters in large males, weighing around 8.8 pounds, serving not only as a means of defense, but also as a symbol of power. However, the survival journey of the white rhinoceros is far from simple. By the end of the 20th century, they had nearly vanished from the earth, with only about 20 individuals remaining. However, thanks to the tireless efforts of conservation organizations, the white rhinoceros has made a remarkable comeback. By the year 2023, the population of white rhinos across Africa has reached approximately 18,000 individuals, an inspiring story about the power of conservation. The difference in their diets also plays an important role in the ecosystem. The white rhinoceros has a square-shaped mouth, perfect for grazing on low grass. Each day they consume up to 120 kilograms of grass, contributing to the maintenance of balance in the savanna ecosystem by preventing the overgrowth of vegetation. In this way, the white rhinoceros not only benefits from its surrounding environment, but also creates a living space for many other plant and animal species, contributing to making the savanna a vibrant and diverse landscape, despite the challenges it faces. The majority of the white rhinoceros population currently resides in Kruger National Park and Kegalagadi National Park, areas characterized by a harsh climate with humid summers and dry winters. These conditions not only create an ideal environment for the growth of grass, the main food source for rhinoceroses, but also provide them with a chance to survive. However, the journey of the white rhinoceros is not merely a struggle for survival, but also a fierce battle against poaching. According to a report from the organization Save the Rhino, more than 450 rhinos were killed in South Africa in the year 2022 for their horns, primarily to supply the Asian market. This poses a serious threat to the survival of this species. On the vast grasslands of southern Africa, it is easy for us to encounter the plain zebra, scientifically named Equus quagga. This is one of the most common species of zebras and plays an essential role in maintaining the ecological balance of vast savannas. The unique black and white stripes on each zebra's body are a masterpiece of nature. No two zebras have exactly the same stripe pattern. When moving in large groups, they create mesmerizing images, making it difficult for predators like lions to identify their targets in the crowd. As of 2023, the population of plain zebras in South Africa is estimated to be around 300,000 individuals. These herbivorous animals consume an average of about 31 pounds of grass each day, and with their ability to digest high-fiber food, they play a crucial role in controlling the growth of vegetation in the savanna. Their presence not only ensures a food source for large carnivores, but also maintains the delicate balance of the savanna ecosystem, where each species plays a vital role in the vibrant tapestry of African wildlife. The blue wildebeest, famous for its legendary migrations in East Africa, also maintains a stable population in South Africa, with approximately 1,200,000 individuals in 2023. This proves that the temperate savanna of South Africa remains home to one of the richest animal populations in the world. This animal, known scientifically as Conoscites taurinus, has a bluish-grey coat and magnificent curved horns, weighing up to 600 pounds and measuring about 8 feet in length. Thanks to their strong legs, these camels can easily navigate through difficult terrains while showcasing the incredible power of nature. With the ability to reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, when faced with terrifying predators like hyenas, the blue wildebeest plays a crucial role in the tropical savanna ecosystem. They are not only the primary herbivores, but also consume a large amount of grass daily, up to 15 kilograms, helping to control the excessive growth of vegetation. In doing so, the blue wildebeest creates space for young grasses to grow, thereby maintaining balance in the food chain and supporting other herbivorous animals such as antelopes, zebras, and kodus. Among the special herbivorous animals of the tropical savanna, the eland antelope, known scientifically as Taurotragus oryx, stands out the most. This is the largest species of antelope in the world, weighing up to 1,000 kilograms and standing about 6 feet tall. Their distinctive golden brown fur and long spiraled horns, which can reach up to 66 centimeters in males, are their most prominent features. The horns serve not only as a means of protection, but also as an essential tool for competition and attracting mates during the breeding season. Despite its large body, the eland can run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, enough to escape from fierce predators like lions and hyenas. The eland antelope primarily lives in vast grasslands, where it can easily move around to search for food and water. Their ability to withstand drought is truly remarkable. Elands can survive for weeks without water by extracting moisture from plants. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the population of the eland species remains stable, reaching approximately 136,000 individuals across Africa in 2023, thanks to their seasonal migration ability to seek new pastures, which helps maintain their health and numbers. Leaving the fields of the tropical savanna, the journey leads us to a more fascinating new world, the flooded savanna. This is a land where water and life intertwine, where the flow of the rainy season completely transforms the landscape. The dry grasslands suddenly transformed into endless lakes and swamps, creating a flooded savanna. The Sud Swamp, one of the largest wetland areas in Africa, is the heart of life, where the hippopotamus holds its unique position. Right. Now, let's step into the wild world of Africa, where nature unfolds like a grand epic film. As a storyteller, I will take you on a fascinating journey through the heart of the wild, a place where every creature holds a special role in the vast and surprising ecological tapestry. Have you ever heard of the name Hippopotamus amphibius? That is the scientific name of the hippopotamus, a massive yet graceful creature in the natural world. In the Sud region, a wet and pristine area of South Sudan, there are currently about 40,000 hippos living there, one of the largest populations on the planet. It sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? Although they can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms when fully grown, these giants are masters of the aquatic world. They not only live but also enjoy life in the rivers and lakes, where the gentle flow helps regulate their body temperature and protects their sensitive skin from the harsh sun of the African savanna. Imagine you are drifting gently along a serene river, surrounded by a group of 20 to 30 enormous hippos, all relaxing together. Isn't that a magnificent sight? And did you know that the role of the hippopotamus is not limited to underwater? When they come ashore to forage for food, they inadvertently perform the work of nature's gardeners. By grazing on grass and moving frequently, they help prevent the buildup of dry grass, a factor that can lead to serious wildfires during the dry season. In fact, hippo waste is an extremely important source of nutrients for microorganisms, fish, and the entire underwater ecosystem. The hippopotamus is indeed a vibrant bridge between two worlds, water and land, maintaining a balanced and sustainable environment in the Sud region. What do you think about a species of animal being able to have such a strong impact on the environment? Please share your thoughts. I would love to know. But the land of Sud is not just the territory of hippos. This place is also a paradise for migratory birds, especially during the flood season, when the river overflows its banks, transforming the entire area into a vibrant ecological landscape. According to BirdLife International, more than 400 bird species have been recorded here, many of which are facing the risk of extinction. One of the prominent symbols is the grey heron, also known as Ardea cinerea. With a wingspan of up to 6 feet, a gracefully long neck, and elegant grey and white plumage, this bird resembles a dancer, performing amidst the wetlands. They chose this place to build their nest, where fish and amphibians are abundant, providing a plentiful food source for the next generation. Have you ever encountered a heron, slowly wading through the water, its neck stretched high and its gaze focused like a samurai warrior? That is the graceful yet powerful beauty of the wild nature. Continuing our journey, we encounter a lesser-known bird that plays a crucial role, the African spoonbill, scientifically named Platele. With its pristine white feathers and unique spoon-shaped bill, this bird acts like a paleontologist of the wetlands, diligently sifting through the shallow water to catch fish, insects, and even small crustaceans. The presence of this bird species is not only an ecological symbol, but also a vivid testament to the richness of the ecosystem in Sud. Thanks to species like the spoon-billed stork, the food chain here has become complete, stable, and sustainable. Imagine if there were a missing link in this ecosystem. What would happen? Which animal do you think plays the role of the main character in the nature documentary series here? From giant hippos to delicate birds soaring in the sky, every creature in Sud is a true ecological architect. No one is alone. Every movement, every sound is a part of the grand symphony called the Green Planet. This makes us wonder, what role are we, humans, playing in this story? Observer or guardian? Do you love the wilderness? Share your feelings and tell us about your favorite animal. And don't forget, a like and a follow on the Nature Moment channel can be a bridge to spread the love of nature even further. And don't forget, every small action we take today is a shield protecting those wonderful creatures tomorrow. Imagine you are gliding through vast wetlands, where every sound from the natural environment can tell a story. That is the life of the African spoonbill bird. With their specially shaped beaks resembling a racket, they have the ability to hunt effectively in muddy areas. They use their beaks to search for food in the shallow water, creating a picturesque image of the harmony between nature and the keen senses of wildlife. This bird has a wingspan of about 3 feet, and gracefully glides over wetland areas, swiftly moving between waterlogged grasslands. The strong social communication of this species leads them to often form groups, not only for survival, but also to protect each other during difficult times. Every rainy season, when the ground becomes fertile and lush, the African spoonbill returns in droves to build nests in tall bushes or on branches near the riverbank, avoiding all enemies. When the rainy season arrives, the Nile River overflows its banks, transforming the entire region into a stunning landscape, brimming with the vitality of nature. Plants such as papyrus, tufa, and phragma thrive, creating dense forests that provide shelter for many creatures. These areas are not only safe havens, but also a rich source of food for various animals, both on land and in water. One of the kings of the ecosystem here is the Nile crocodile, scientifically known as Crocodylus niloticus. With a length of up to 5.5 meters and a weight that can reach 750 kilograms, they are not only top predators, but also symbols of strength in nature. During the dry season, when the water levels drop, crocodiles seek shelter in the remaining swamps and ponds. Thanks to their thick skin, they can withstand the scorching heat of the desert. When the rainy season begins, the water level of the Nile River rises, allowing crocodiles to expand their hunting grounds, ready to ambush prey such as antelopes or wildebeests. More than just predators, they also serve as guardians of the ecological balance of this land, eliminating weak or sick animals, thereby maintaining the health of the wildlife populations here. According to a report by BirdLife International, the wetlands of the Nile Delta welcome over 200,000 migratory birds each season, enriching the natural landscape of the area. Life and death intertwine in a delicate interaction, where each image tells the dramatic story of survival in the wild. Prominent in the world of wildlife, the pink flamingo, scientifically known as Phenopterus roseus, is one of the most characteristic species among the various types of herons. Every year, between 30,000 and 40,000 individuals of this species embark on a long migration to areas that allow them to search for food and breed. Not only does the painted stork travel hundreds of miles during its migration, but it also seeks out safe wetland areas like the Nile Delta to ensure its survival. Their migration season usually occurs in the spring and fall, a time when changes in temperature and water levels create ideal conditions for reproduction. As the largest species in the heron family, the roseate spoonbill has a wingspan of up to 5 feet and a height of about 4.5 feet. It moves gracefully through wetlands and shallow lakes. Maintaining a unique survival strategy, they use their curved beaks to filter food from mud and water, allowing them to thrive perfectly in a challenging environment. The prominence of the pink feathers of the roseate spoonbill comes from the carotenoid pigments found in the shrimp and microorganisms they consume in the shallow waters of the Nile Delta. Their migration is not merely a journey in search of food. It also plays a crucial role in maintaining the genetic diversity of the species. The giant flocks of birds, sometimes consisting of thousands of individuals, not only protect each other from enemies, but also create a suitable environment for breeding, demonstrating their relentless journey through life, adaptation, and the continuation of their species. Meanwhile, Lake Chad, once the largest lake in the world, is gradually shrinking due to climate change and the over-exploitation of water resources. Currently, the area of the lake ranges from 3,000 to 3,900 square kilometers, depending on the rainy or dry season. However, the wetlands surrounding the lake remain a rich and diverse ecosystem. The African buffalo, scientifically known as Syncerus caffer, is one of the large species commonly seen here. This ecosystem provides a rich environment with vast grasslands and abundant water sources, creating favorable conditions for the development and survival of these impressive herbivores. According to the latest report from IUCN, the population of African wild cattle in the Lake Chad region is estimated to be around 50,000 individuals by the year 2024, indicating a fairly optimistic outlook for conservation efforts. This has made them one of the most populous large animal species in this precious ecosystem, with a body weight of up to 1,500 pounds. Their revival is not just a story of survival, but also a symbol of hope for the protection of the environment and wildlife. The African buffalo, with a length of up to 3.3 meters, is one of the strongest animals on the Black Continent. Their curved horns are not only tools for protection, but also symbols of strength, helping to safeguard the herd from predators such as lions and hyenas. These buffaloes usually live in large herds, sometimes numbering up to 200 individuals, forming a strong and cohesive social structure. The unity of the group not only strengthens their defense capabilities, but also deepens the bonds among the members. However, the survival battle of these giants is far from simple. During the dry season, the water supply decreases significantly, forcing them to migrate to other areas in search of water and food. They move through different parts of the ecosystem to avoid scarcity, ensuring better living conditions for the entire group. In addition to its impressive strength, the African buffalo also plays a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of the wetlands in Lake Chad. By grazing, they control the excessive growth of vegetation, prevent grass from growing too tall, and promote the diversity of plant species, creating an ideal habitat for smaller animals such as antelope and various bird species. The presence of buffalo also attracts large predators like lions, contributing to the maintenance of the food chain in the ecosystem. In the floodplains of the Zambezi, one of the iconic antelope species is the waterbuck, scientifically known as Cobus ellipsiprimnus. This animal weighs between 180 and 270 kilograms and stands up to 4 feet tall. The water antelope is not only easily recognized by the distinctive white ring around its waist, but it also stands out for its remarkable ability to adapt to aquatic environments. Thanks to their excellent swimming skills, this species lives near rivers, swamps, and lakes, where lush green meadows throughout the year serve as their main source of food. Although they rely heavily on clean water and fresh vegetation, waterbucks find it very difficult to survive in prolonged dry conditions. When facing enemies like lions and hyenas, their primary defense strategy is to dive into the water, where they feel safer and can easily escape. This ability makes the water environment their greatest ally in the struggle for survival. In the wetlands of the Zambezi, the waterbuck is not only a unique species, but also a crucial factor in maintaining the balance of the entire ecosystem. Science has named this animal Cobus leche, also known as the water. Although they are not large in size, the males of this species possess antlers that can reach lengths of up to 70 centimeters. These horns are not just simple weapons for defense against predators. They also symbolize strength and play a crucial role in territorial battles among males. In wetland areas where aquatic plants thrive, water deer find a rich food source primarily from various types of aquatic grasses. As the rainy season begins to draw to a close, the water recedes gradually, and the flooded fields give way to the arid conditions of the dry season. Under the pressure of water scarcity, the water antelope begins its migration journey, searching for the remaining wetlands to ensure its survival. Thanks to their remarkable endurance and adaptability, they not only survive, but also thrive, even in harsh conditions. Like the athletes of nature, this species of antelope faces challenges from the environment, striving to survive in the natural cycle on the wetlands of southern Africa. Satrine, satrine, lavu, 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 lavu. Amidst the bright moments of lush green lawns, we cannot overlook the beautiful bird, the grey-crowned crane, adorned with a vibrant yellow crest resembling a natural crown. This bird species is a key symbol of the wetland ecosystem in the Zambezi River. With long, muscular legs and a graceful neck, they move elegantly across the flooded field. Powerful wings are not only a symbol of freedom, but also an essential tool that helps them navigate through flooded areas and stand strong in life. When the rains arrive, the grasslands along the Zambezi River awaken, bursting with life, as a feast of plants and an abundance of insects and small animals come to life. This is also the time when the grey-crowned crane individuals return from their migration journey, often in pairs or in large flocks. They search for food and a safe place to nest, building their nests high among the treetops to protect their eggs from predators. The flooded fields of the Zambezi are not just a refuge. They are the beating heart of the ecosystem, ensuring the survival of this bird species. In the harsh landscape of the African savanna, where life constantly struggles against the severe environment, hot days transition into cold nights, and sudden rains transform the scenery from arid to lush in the blink of an eye. These dramatic changes not only shape the lives of animals, but also drive them toward creative solutions, reminding us of the powerful vitality and remarkable adaptability of nature. Climate change is leaving profound marks on our planet. According to the IPCC report, the average temperature has increased by 1.5 degrees Celsius over the past 50 years, leading to a decline in plant resources and depletion of water resources. Animal species are currently facing greater pressure than ever before and need to quickly adapt to survive. However, like humans, they can overcome these harsh challenges with faith and perseverance. The creatures on land remain resilient, finding new ways to survive in the harsh embrace of nature. The biggest challenge that the savanna ecosystem faces is drought. In the temperate savanna of South Africa, rainfall has decreased by about 20% over the past 3 decades, leading to a severe water shortage. As a result, plant life has significantly declined, directly affecting herbivorous species such as the white rhinoceros, zebra, and guinea fowl. These species have had to develop unique survival strategies. For example, white rhinos and some species of antelope can go for several days without drinking water, instead absorbing moisture from the plants they eat. Zebras and gazelles, the tireless travelers of the grasslands, have had to alter their migration patterns to adapt to changes in the rainy and dry seasons. Whenever the rare rains fall on the savanna, they immediately move to take full advantage of the fresh grass and clean water. The way they cope with drought is a vivid testament to nature's remarkable ability to adapt to climate changes. Climate changes have brought significant transformations to the ecosystems of humid savanna regions. In this region, the seasonal fluctuations of water levels play a crucial role in determining the fate of all living creatures. Wet areas, like the Nile Delta, have become important stopover points for migratory birds, serving as vital refuge during their journeys. However, the continuous fluctuation of the water level presents significant challenges. One of the greatest impacts humans have on the savanna ecosystem is deforestation and the expansion of agriculture. According to a report by the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, approximately 75% of the savanna area in Africa has been altered or degraded due to human activities. Illegal poaching looms over the savanna ecosystem like a ghost, putting iconic species such as the white rhinoceros, African savanna elephant, and lion at risk of extinction. The white rhinoceros was on the brink of extinction in the early 2000s, when its population drastically declined due to poaching for its horns. Although by the end of 2023, the elephant population has recovered to approximately 18,000 individuals, the threat from poaching remains ever present. Especially in South Africa and Namibia, these giants cannot escape that deadly spiral. Every year, more than 20,000 elephants are killed solely for their beautiful tusks, contributing to the global black market. As of 2023, the population of African elephants, particularly savanna elephants, has decreased to approximately 415,000 individuals. If this situation is not controlled, this species of elephant could disappear from many areas within just a few decades. The African savanna, a beautiful and pristine wilderness where every heartbeat of life is a battle between survival and death, between predator and prey, is facing a tremendous challenge. In reality, humanity is undermining this sacred balance as forests gradually recede, forcing wild animals to abandon their homes. This creates a deep wound in the perfect picture that God has created to preserve that harmony. We not only need wise solutions to preserve species, but we also need to learn how to live in harmony with nature as part of the original purpose of the Creator. Although humans continue to create threats, conservation efforts must be strengthened to ensure the survival of the species characteristic of the African savanna. One of the most effective solutions for preserving this ecosystem is the establishment and management of nature reserves and national parks. These protected areas not only help maintain natural habitats, but also contribute to reducing conflicts between humans and animals, while preventing illegal hunting that threatens endangered species. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, there are currently more than 300 reserves and national parks in Africa, covering an area of approximately 10.1 million square kilometers. These places are truly ecological strongholds, where nature can breathe and thrive freely. Furthermore, advanced technology is also being used to combat poaching in parks, such as Kruger and Serengeti. Unmanned aerial vehicles and GPS systems are used to track animals and detect poachers. The Smart Spatial Monitoring and Reporting Tool project has had a significant impact in the fight to conserve wildlife in the African savanna. The story of the African wild dog is an inspiring testament to the resilience of life. In the early 2000s, the population of this species had dramatically decreased to about 6,000 individuals across the continent due to habitat destruction and hunting. The recovery of the African wild dog reminds us once again that, if properly cared for, nature can regenerate. It calls on us to take action today to protect the precious animal species right before our eyes. In the wild animal kingdom, predator species have been pushed to the brink of extinction. However, a bright ray of hope has been ignited thanks to conservation initiatives. The recovery of the African wild dog has proven that conservation is not just the responsibility of large organizations, but a shared obligation of the entire community. Protecting savannas is not just about preserving wild landscapes. It is also about ensuring the integrity of an ecosystem that nurtures life across the globe. Every individual can contribute to this noble mission, even with the smallest actions. Protecting nature is not a choice. It is a responsibility. From supporting organizations like WWF and African Parks to refusing to use products made from wildlife, every small action contributes to continuing the survival story of endangered species. Be a sower of seeds of hope. Plant trees, keep your living environment clean, and spread the love of nature to everyone around you. If your heart has ever been moved by the majestic beauty of the African savanna, please share those feelings below. so the Nature Moment community can listen, take action, and help preserve that beauty for the future. The predators, with their thunderous roars, seem to tear the sky apart. They are not only perfect hunting machines, but also warriors, honed by nature, likened to the hand of God placed upon the savanna to maintain the delicate balance of the wilderness. They are the rulers of the African savanna, the children of the sun, living and fighting under the scorching sunlight, where each day that passes is a life and death challenge. But the throne of the savanna is not easily conquered. It is reserved for the strongest, the boldest, and those who know no fear. The victor will etch their name into every dust trail of the prairie, becoming a symbol of ultimate power. The defeated, they will fade into darkness, as if they never existed. Before embarking on this journey to explore this harsh yet captivating world, where do you come from? Please leave a greeting in the comments below. Nature Moment looks forward to hearing from you. Now, brace yourselves, because we are about to unveil the secrets of the Savanna King. The blazing sunlight from the sun scorched the thick atmosphere, and a roar echoed from afar, coming from the blue horizon. The golden arid fields are not merely a symbol of strength, but also a challenge in a relentless struggle for survival. In the world of lions, strength is not a gift from nature. It must be earned through the echoes of sharp claws and deadly bites. Young male lions are driven out of the pride, becoming wanderers in unfamiliar lands, waiting for the opportunity to prove themselves. They formed alliances, targeting larger herds, where the current Lion King had entered a period of decline. The battle happened in the blink of an eye. The roaring sounds echoed, like a bell signaling the impending battle. Claws that tear apart, bites that seek the throat. The thick mane of the lion is not just a protective covering, but also a symbol of strength. However, there is only one rule. The strongest will be the one to write the next chapter of history. Life and death in the savanna remind us that everything is in the hands of fate. The presence of God surrounds every living being. He grants life and can also take it away. The brilliant light of the savanna brings gentle breezes that weave through the golden fields, where animals like antelopes, zebras, and wildebeests graze leisurely. But this place is truly foreign to peace. This is the kingdom of predators, and ruling over this kingdom is the lion, the supreme sovereign of the savanna. More than just a relentless predator, the lion is also an enduring symbol of strength and power. Their journey of evolution and survival is woven into the heartbeat of this wilderness. About 2 million years ago, the ancient ancestors of lions appeared, with the first fossils of the genus Panthera found in the Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania, dating back to between 1.4 and 1.2 million years ago. From Africa, the lion began its journey of territorial expansion, spreading throughout Asia and Europe during the Pleistocene epoch. They are not only a model in the Sub-Saharan region, but they also once dominated vast lands in Europe and the East. On the icy fields of Europe, or the barren deserts of the Middle East, the footprints of these powerful predators once appeared everywhere. However, the world has undergone significant changes. The climate has experienced extreme shifts, and the natural habitats of lions are gradually shrinking. The explosion of the human population, along with relentless hunting, has caused lion species to lose a significant portion of their territory. The once mighty prides of lions now exist only as small, isolated groups on the wild grasslands of Africa. The vast grasslands of Serengeti National Park and the wetlands of the Okavango Delta have become the last refuge for this great predator. Aside from Africa, only a small group of Asian lions survives in Gir National Park in India, with a population of about 674 individuals as of 2020. These are the last remnants of a subspecies that once roamed from the Middle East to the Indian subcontinent. What if there were a war between an African lion and an Asian lion? Who would emerge victorious? The answer lies in their very nature and living environment. Watch this entire video to find out who the winner is. In the vast grasslands of Africa, mature male lions make a striking impression with their thick, flowing manes, resembling a natural crown around their head. They typically have a length of 2 to 3 meters and weigh approximately 150 to 250 kilograms. In contrast, female lions are smaller, measuring between 7 feet and 8 feet 9 inches in length and weighing between 265 and 400 pounds. The lion's shiny golden coat helps it blend into the dry grasslands, creating an ideal camouflage on the savanna. However, the mane of the male lion is not just a charming physical feature. It is also a symbol of strength. The thickness and color of a lion's mane reflect its health and testosterone levels. A thick and dark mane is a testament to strength and dominance. Lionesses are often more attracted to males with thick black manes, as this symbolizes their strength and ability to protect the pride. Sadly, the life of a lion in the wild is very short. They typically live for about 10 to 14 years in the wild, facing challenges such as starvation, disease, and conflicts with other lions, along with the impact of humans. Conversely, in captivity, where there are not many challenges, lions can live up to 20 years. This difference clearly illustrates some of the challenges that this magnificent creature is facing in its struggle for survival. The savanna is a world full of drama, where life and challenges are intricately intertwined. It is a vast land, stretching out with expansive plains, low shrubs, and winding rivers flowing through arid fields. However, not every area is suitable for the life of a lion. The leaders of the grasslands need open space to hunt and move flexibly, along with sparse vegetation and scattered trees for hiding and launching surprise attacks on their enemies. Dense forests or arid deserts are not the ideal environments for these predators. Lions depend on a stable water source, along with the presence of large herds for food to sustain the entire group. For this reason, places like Kruger National Park in South Africa and the Ngorongoro crater in Tanzania have become natural fortresses for lions. Here, the food sources, such as herds of antelope, zebras, and water buffalo, are always abundant, while the rivers and swamps provide essential water, helping lions survive the harsh, dry seasons. Not only that, but large reserves like Serengeti, the Okavango Delta, and Kruger National Park are the last strongholds protecting the king of the savanna. However, the savanna is not an easy place to survive. Each day brings challenges, from water scarcity and the seasonal migration of prey species to the emergence of other predators like hyenas and leopards, all creating a harsh environment. Sometimes, danger can come from the very giant prey itself, such as herds of water buffalo that have the ability to turn the tables on lions. To dominate this wilderness, lions have developed unique survival strategies. Unlike most other big cat species that typically live solitary lives, lions form prides. Their strength comes not only from sharp claws or powerful roars, but also from the strong bond among the members of the pack. Think for a moment, why don't lions hunt alone like other cat species? What is special about their social structure? A pride of lions typically consists of 10 to 15 individuals, but under favorable conditions, this number can rise to 30. The females, also known as lionesses, are the heart of the pride. They are strongly connected by blood relations as mothers, sisters, aunts, and cousins, coming together to nurture and protect the younger generation. The adult males in the group also play an important role. In the wild world of the African savanna, lions are not just mere rulers, they are also symbols of strength and unity. Cooperating within a family, they protect their territory from the intrusion of outsiders. But life in a pride of lions is not just about hunting or defending territory. It is a remarkable balance between power and affection. The gentle licks on the shiny golden fur and the affectionate nudges are not just acts of grooming. They also carry deep significance in strengthening social bonds, relieving stress, and asserting hierarchy within the group. Every lick, every touch is a reminder that true strength comes from unity. The pristine landscape of the Savanna, with its golden fields stretching to the horizon, serves as the backdrop for a grand tale of strength, perseverance, and connection. In that harsh world, the pride of lions stands out as a living symbol of power and unity. Each member of the pack plays an important role, and when they work together, their strength becomes a force to be reckoned with in nature. In every pride of lions, the lionesses play an extremely important role. They are not only skilled hunters, but they also possess incredible strength. Their hunting strategy has been refined over many generations, creating a sophisticated blend of instinct and intelligence. Statistics show that about 85 to 90% of successful hunts are the efforts of female lions. But have you ever wondered what male lions actually do? The role of lionesses goes beyond just hunting. They are mothers who strive not only to care for their children, but also to protect them from the lurking dangers in the savannah. The task of raising children does not solely belong to the biological mother. All the lionesses share this burden together, forming a true sisterhood of protection. Actions that may seem simple, such as grooming each other or gently touching heads, hold profound significance. They contribute to strengthening social bonds, reducing stress, and maintaining harmony within the group. In a world where survival is always a challenge, these warm moments become essential. When the territory of the pride is threatened, the lionesses emerge with enduring strength, fighting bravely to protect their young and their food sources. Although they don't have majestic manes, within those strong ladies flows a resilient heart. In the world of wild animals, no one stands out more than the lionesses. They are not just simple guardian warriors, but also maintain stability for their herd. The presence of a lioness symbolizes a remarkable balance between strength and softness, between battle and protection. The life of a lioness is an unending journey, where she hunts to nourish her pride, cares for her vulnerable cubs to ensure the next generation, and bravely fights to protect her territory. Every day they must struggle for survival, but despite the harsh challenges, they maintain a strong spirit and a great sense of sacrifice. Like a mother blessed by God to protect and care for her family, lionesses are the foundation of the pride, embodying love, sacrifice, and courage. On the vast savanna fields under the blazing sun and swirling dust, the lioness remains the soul of the pride, an eternal symbol of strength and loyalty, along with the sacred mission bestowed upon them by nature. Under the vast blue sky of the African savanna, amidst the expansive grasslands and the dry wind rustling through the branches of acacia trees, faint and clear sounds emerge from the bushes. They are the lion cubs, small beings, full of hope, carrying the fate of the pride on their tiny legs. From the very first moments of life, they are wrapped in the warm, protective embrace of their mother and the lionesses in the group. In the first few months, breast milk is the only source of nutrition that helps them develop their tiny bodies. This is an important stage when the lion cubs open their eyes for the first time, feeling the warmth of the savanna sunlight and taking their first wobbly steps on the dry ground. Time waits for no one, and a mother's protection cannot last forever. As the lion cubs grow up, they need to quickly adapt to the harsh, wild world around them. They closely observed the lionesses, learning every subtle movement of hunting, the surprise ambushes, and even the moments of breathlessness while chasing imaginary prey. Every effort, every mistake is a harsh lesson that nature provides. In addition to learning how to hunt, the lion cubs also need to identify their enemies. We observed the stealthy footsteps of the hyenas and realized the danger posed by the leopards lurking in the bushes. Their hunting and self-defense skills are honed through mock battles with their siblings in the pack. They spend 10 to 20% of their daily activity time on these games, which are not just for fun, but also an important part of their development. These games not only teach them hunting skills, but also help them gain a better understanding of unity and competition in the wild. In the wild, establishing social hierarchies among members of a pack is an essential factor. The journey of a lion cub from birth to adulthood is filled with challenges. According to data from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, in 2023, the survival rate of lions under the age of 2 ranges from 20 to 30%. This brutal truth helps shape resilient warriors, ready to defend their territory in the future. As they grow up, the lion cubs understand that in order to survive on the savanna, they need to be stronger and quicker than any other animal. As time passed, their roars grew louder, and each hesitant step transformed into powerful and precise stride. These lions will grow up to become skilled hunters and powerful leaders in the vast wilderness, where life is an unending cycle of challenges. Only the strongest and smartest individuals can prevail. That is how these young lions are writing the next chapter of the great story of lion power on the African savanna. Amid the scorching days of the savanna, as a pride of lions rested in the shade of the trees, a deep roar echoed across the desert landscape. It is not just a sound, it is a warning, a clear message sent to wandering intruders. It is a silent commitment to protection. The pride of lions does not hunt like the females. Instead, they serve as living fortresses against threats. More than just territorial defenders, male lions serve as guardians of the future for the pride. The strength of a lion comes not only from its size and physical power. Its thick and magnificent mane is a symbol of power and dominance. But it's not just an incredible display. The mane also functions as a natural layer of armor, protecting its neck and enhancing its chances of survival in fierce battles. So, is there a secret hidden behind this mysterious mane? According to a study by Scher in 2023, lions with thick, dark manes are more likely to win territorial battles. In fierce battles, where claws and teeth are the tools at hand, this mane serves as protection against deadly bites to the neck, which is one of the most vulnerable points. However, the role of male lions goes beyond just defending their territory. They also ensure order within the group, providing stability for the offspring and the cub. Powerful pride of lions relies not only on hunting skills, but also on a clear hierarchy. Male lions are symbols of discipline and power, and their presence drives away potential rivals. As the sun rose high, its light shone through the golden fields of the African savanna, and a powerful roar echoed, breaking the morning silence. The sound can be heard from as far away as 8 kilometers, serving as an unwavering declaration of power in the wild. This roar is not just a display of physical power, but also a presence that commands great respect. It continuously signals to the predators and the wandering lions that this land has a king reigning over it. Under the vast blue sky of the savanna, where hot winds blow across the arid fields, power is not a privilege, but a result of conquest. Beauty and sharp fangs are the means of survival. Every inch of land, every drop of water, everything can make the difference between life and death. In this harsh world, the battle between male lions for territorial control becomes inevitable. The vast fields of the African savanna, where brilliant sunlight illuminates endless golden plains, define power through the expanse of territory. For lions, the land they protect is not just a home, but also the ultimate symbol of power and influence. Every bush, every tree, and every drop of water belongs to the strongest. The territory of a pride of lions can range from 20 to 390 square kilometers, depending on the availability of prey and water sources. That boundary is a persistent silence, and any intruder daring to cross it will face brutal retribution. Between resource-rich grasslands like Serengeti National Park in Tanzania and the Okavango Delta in Botswana, there are eternal battlefields. These lands are extremely valuable, and both the pride of lions and the alliances of male lions are constantly battling to maintain control. To protect their territory, lions rely not only on physical strength, but also on the development of sophisticated defense strategies. One of their most powerful weapons is their roar. Not just a mere sound, that roar is a declaration of power. The roar can be heard from 5 to 8 kilometers away, echoing across the savanna, not only instilling fear in enemies, but also strengthening the bonds within the herd. Research shows that roaring can reduce the risk of direct conflict by up to 30% by intimidating potential intruders. However, lions do not rely solely on sound to mark their territory. They also use their sense of smell as a powerful tool in the struggle for dominance. Every inch of land is marked by urine and pheromones, creating a vivid picture of ownership in the wild. The clear signs of ownership are evident through the deep scratches on the tree trunk, which are not only marks left by sharp claws, but also serve as a clear warning to anyone unfamiliar. This land is claimed. These rituals are not only instinctual, but also sophisticated strategies, honed over thousands of generations, ensuring survival in a wild world where the boundaries between heaven and hell blur together. The defense of territory is not merely a task, it is akin to a sacred duty for the sanctified warriors, much like lions. They do not fight just for the land, but for the survival of the entire herd. In the struggle for power, a lion never backs down. They are like resilient warriors, the last defenders of an empire built from claws and blood. When young male lions reach adulthood, they are forced to leave the pride where they were born. This is not a personal choice, but rather a law of nature. Maturity brings with it a harsh truth: there is no room for everyone. With their still immature manes, the young males are no longer welcomed. The dominant lion in the pride will eliminate the male cubs with threatening roars, attacks, and if necessary, direct combat, even against its own father. Now they have become wanderers, forced to seek their own land and establish their position within the hierarchy of the savanna. The lives of the wanderers begin with lonely steps across the barren fields, under the scorching sun. The hunger is undeniable, while water has become a luxury. In the shadows, the hyenas lurked, waiting for the right moment to strike. Mature lions are uncompromising. Seasoned warriors do not tolerate intruders. One wrong step can lead to death. In the Ngorongoro area of Tanzania, studies show that about 70% of male lions suffer injuries in territorial battles. But not everyone is lonely. Many lions form alliances, strategic coalitions of 2 to 4 individuals, often brothers or close relatives. This collaboration is not only based on strength, but also on the intelligence of dominating territory. A strong alliance can possess a much larger territory than a solitary lion. Legendary coalitions, like Mapogo, a pride of 6 lions, rewrote the rules of the Savanna between 2006 and 2012, dominating vast territories and annihilating other prides. But even the most fearsome kings must still confront the hidden challenges of life in the wild. Life in the wild is an ongoing battle. In the lives of wild lions, conquests and struggles are not just a journey of survival, but also a process of self-improvement, where both physical strength and spirit are put to the test. Every day the lions roam and face new challenges, learning to hunt, waiting for opportunities, fighting and surviving, like warriors blessed by the Creator himself. Their perseverance is not only for survival, but also to cultivate strength in spirit and character. In this wild kingdom, only those who are strong in spirit and never give up can reach the heights of power. The laws of nature are unforgiving to the weak. Only the brave, determined lions who never stop striving can overcome the harsh challenges. The attack strategy of male lions does not always begin with violence. They observed the enemy and assessed the situation with patience, scrutinizing the signs on the grasslands and listening to the roar that echoed from up to 5 miles away. Each roar is not merely a territorial declaration, but a powerful signal. However, when the threats are insufficient to resolve the issue, war becomes inevitable. When the conflict began, the male lions charged at each other with brutal strength. The sharp claws tore through the thick skin, while the lethal bites targeted the neck, the body's most vulnerable point. According to the organization Panthera, about 25% of adult male lions die in territorial battles. This is not just a war driven by instinct, but a struggle for survival, where power and existence are weighed against each other. In these life and death moments, the thick mane is not only a symbol of power, but also a natural shield, protecting the neck from deadly attacks. Strategy is the determining factor in battles. Lions rely not only on their strength, but also employ sophisticated military strategy. The alliances attack from various angles to disorient the enemy, while some lions confront the foe head-on, and others quietly maneuver from the side or behind, striking at the weak points. This coordination is particularly important, making solitary lions more vulnerable and turning them into prey for organized coalition groups. The ultimate goal is always to isolate the leader of the pack. When that happens, power will be transferred to those who are stronger. In this unforgiving world, there is no place for the weak. No male lion can reign forever. Time diminishes power, and new alliances will always emerge to challenge dominance. This cycle of power never stops, eliminating those who are no longer able to fight, and opening up new opportunities for the brave lions in this struggle for survival. In the wild world of the African savanna, a change in leadership within a pride of lions is not only a natural occurrence, but also a vital factor for the protection of the herd. Only the strongest individuals can protect the group from the threats posed by hyenas, leopards, and other lions that are hungry for power. That is the price to pay for governance. A male lion not only has to stand up to defend its territory, but also has to fight to claim its throne. In Savanna, the position of king is not bestowed, but must be earned through hard-fought battles. To become a leader, a lion must demonstrate strength and resilience. No one can reach the pinnacle without leaving behind wounds and marks from blood. The control over a pride of lions lies not only in territory, but also in reproductive rights. This ensures that strong genes are passed on to future generations. Only the dominant male lions have the privilege to mate with the female lions, and this leads to fierce battles among the males. When young lions are expelled from the pride they were born into, it is not an act of cruelty, but rather a natural strategy to prevent inbreeding. From that moment, they began an unceasing journey, not only to seek a new territory, but also to fight for the right to pass on their own lineage. Lone lions often lack the strength to challenge a dominant male, so they cooperate with each other, usually with brothers or close relatives. This combination significantly enhances their chances of success, not only in terms of strength, but also in combat strategy. Research shows that the solidarity among lions can enhance their ability to overthrow a dominant lion by more than 60% compared to males acting alone. The battles for reproductive rights are incredibly brutal and unforgiving. They often end with the death or humiliation of the defeated. Lions use their sharp claws and powerful jaws to attack each other, targeting the neck, which is the most vulnerable and lethal area. According to research, about 25% of adult male lions will lose their lives in battles over territory and mating rights. But no dynasty lasts forever. As time goes by, these lions will grow old, lose their strength, and become prey to younger and stronger alliances. So, the question arises, how long can a dominant lion maintain its power before being replaced? What will determine its fate? Each battle not only determines who will become the new king, but also rewrites the genetic future of the entire pride of lions. If you believe that the Lion King deserves to keep the throne, then don't hesitate to leave a 1 in the comments. Don't forget to follow Nature Moment to explore more thrilling wild moments. The DNA of the pride of lions is updated after each battle, as only the strongest individuals can ensure the survival of the superior genes for the next generation. In the world of the green jungle kings, power and life always go hand in hand. Each fierce battle for mating rights is not merely a personal contest. They are an essential part of the harsh life cycle of the African savanna. Here, only the strongest warriors can survive and leave their mark on the land they conquer. African savanna, with its golden fields stretching to the horizon, offers an unyielding rhythm of life. Resources here are not always abundant, and scarcity becomes one of the biggest challenges for lion prides during the long, dry seasons. When the stream runs dry and the prey migrates, the struggle for survival becomes more intense than ever. Food is an essential factor for the entire herd, and a successful hunt, especially when pursuing large prey like buffalo or zebras, is a valuable reward. However, not all members of the pack have the same privileges at this feast. The division of food within the group is not merely a matter of survival, but also reflects the strict social structure of lions. The dominant male lions are always the first to eat, followed by the female lions, and finally the cubs. This method is not random. It actually ensures that the guardians of the herd will maintain the necessary strength to defend the entire group. Male lions with their strength and dominance will compete for the first meal, using their overwhelming presence and aggression to drive away the females and the cubs, ensuring that their robust bodies receive enough nutrition to continue fighting and protecting their territory. A male lion can consume up to 25% of its body weight in a single meal, which is equivalent to between 80 and 130 pounds of meat. Afterward, the lionesses will wait patiently. Even though they are the primary hunters in the pride, they must be patient until the males have satisfied their hunger. This patience is not merely about waiting, it also reflects a respect for the strict social order within the group. Only when the males have eaten enough can the female lions approach and join the feast. Finally, the lion cubs were allowed to come close and scavenge for the leftover food, competing fiercely for each piece of meat amid the harsh realities of animal life. Learning from the simplest things in life, we realize that survival means fighting for our place, even when we are just small and fragile beings. The roars of infancy and the clumsy attacks during mealtime are not just experiences, they are also valuable lessons about competition and social hierarchy. However, not every party takes place without conflict. When food becomes scarce, the struggle for a meal becomes ruthless. Male lions are not afraid to show off their claws and roar, instilling fear even in females to assert their dominance. When resources are not only scarce, but also under threat, internal conflicts among the male lions begin to erupt. Fierce battles broke out, determining who would be the first to enjoy a meal. The sharp claws tore through flesh. The roar echoed across the plains, marking a new chapter in the relentless struggle for power. Even lionesses can become violent when the lives of their cubs are threatened. They fight fiercely to protect their young, unhesitatingly confronting male lions. The sense of unity within a group is extremely important. But when life is in danger, even close siblings can be tested. For example, at Mala Mala National Park in the majestic Kruger area, a classic battle took place between two packs of wolves, Airfield and Mashiri. When the male wolves dominated the struggle for a buffalo, chaos erupted, and the prey managed to escape, leaving both sides empty-handed. The battles for food are not just a struggle for survival. They also reflect the hierarchy and balance of power within the pack. Who gets to eat first and who has to wait is not a matter of chance. It is the result of power and status within the group, ensuring that the strongest can preserve and enhance the pride of the pack. The transfer of power within a pride of lions in the African savanna is not only a remarkable event, but also brings about devastating consequences. When a lion ascends to the throne, its victory does not stop at merely claiming territory. It marks the beginning of a relentless series of actions aimed at consolidating its power. The first step of the new leader is often to carry out the act of exterminating the young, eliminating all the cubs under 2 years old first. Statistics show that about 25% of young animals under 1 year old are killed following a change in leadership. The goal is very clear: to eliminate the lineage of the 5 leaders and force the herd to submit. When the lionesses return to the pride, without the cubs by their side, their bodies quickly become ready for reproduction in just 2 to 3 weeks, instead of waiting 18 to 24 months to raise the previous litter. Killing the young may seem cruel, but in the natural world, this is a sophisticated survival strategy honed over millions of years of evolution. In this way, the new male lions in leadership will ensure that their genes are passed on to the next generation, reinforcing the legacy of the entire pride. The change in leadership completely disrupted the social structure of the group. The lionesses, once devoted mothers, are now forced to confront a brutal choice: resist and fight against the new leader, or accept their fate and face the loss of their cubs. Resistance rarely leads to victory, as the victor never allows for mercy, and submission becomes the only option for survival and maintaining one's place in the group. However, it is not only the lionesses and their cubs that are affected. The consequences also spread throughout the pride, creating a devastating domino effect. The lion groups that undergo a leadership change need 6 to 12 months to re-establish stability and effectiveness in hunting. During this time, the success rate of hunting can drop by as much as 30%, making the entire pack vulnerable to hunger. With their strength diminished, the group became an easy target for hyenas, leopards, and even rival lions, waiting for an opportunity to strike. During the long, dry season, water becomes the most precious resource of the savanna, and the lions are well aware of this. They turn puddles into natural traps, skillfully exploiting the prey's thirst with deadly precision. Under the scorching sun of the African savanna, a hot breeze sweeps across the golden grass, creating a false sense of tranquility. But in that suffocating silence, every movement was carefully calculated. Hiding in the tall grass, the lionesses lie close to the ground, their penetrating eyes focused on the prey slowly approaching the waterhole. On average, only 20 to 30% of hunts are successful. The rest are just frustrating waits and exhausting chases under the scorching heat. In the harsh world of the Savanna, there is no place for the weak. Each hunt is a challenge of strength, patience, and even luck. The deadly silence enveloped the entire scene, just waiting for a decisive blow to shatter it. In a wild world where everything teeters on the brink of life and death, a solitary lion is fighting to assert its dominance amidst the golden grasslands that stretch out like an ocean. The lion is not only a symbol of strength and resilience, it also embodies life in a harsh environment where strength is often demonstrated through unity. But the solitary lion must face survival challenges using only its cunning and skilled abilities. In contrast to the teamwork of the lions in the pride, it must learn to hunt and survive on its own. Every step of the lion is carefully calculated, and each movement is executed quietly, as if it is blending into the surrounding terrain. The dense forests and small mounds of earth are its powerful allies in the darkness. Its eyes, bright as amber, were intently watching an unsuspecting prey just a few steps away. A deer is nibbling on some dry grass, and although the distance isn't too far, it remains a gamble with uncertain outcomes. The lion is acutely aware of its own limitations. Although it can run at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, the duration of that burst of energy lasts only a few seconds. With slowness and patience, the lion is in no hurry. It chooses its prey based on the level of vulnerability. It could be a young zebra, a weak antelope, or even a gazelle engrossed in searching for grass. Each member of the pride of lions has a clear role. A group approached quietly with the wind, trying to keep their scent undetected, while the other group circled the prey to block any possible escape routes. The lion understands that distance determines the success or failure of an attack. They do not rush straight at their prey upon sighting it. Instead, they approach very slowly, using the grass and terrain to close the distance to between 6 and 9 meters. Only when there is no escape left, and when the prey has been cornered, do they open fire. This coordination is not merely a simple instinctive reflex, it is the result of thousands of years of evolution and refinement of tactics. In the wild expanse of the African savanna, no confrontation is more dramatic and prolonged than the struggle between lions and hyenas. These two super beasts share vast grasslands, but their lives are anything but peaceful. This relationship is like a long-term battle, where each side strives to fight for dominance, for control over territory and the precious resources bestowed by nature. This war is not just a struggle for survival. It is also a part of nature's symphony, where every sound and every heartbeat blend together to create a vibrant picture of wildlife. More than 60% of the territory of lion prides overlaps with areas inhabited by other prey species, particularly hyenas, and this overlap leads to frequent and sometimes very intense confrontations. Both lions and hyenas target prey such as zebras and wildebeests, creating fierce battles for each meal. Hyenas, known for their strength and large numbers, are indeed formidable opponents of lions. The encounters between these two species are truly brutal, as neither side is willing to give up their meal. According to data from National Geographic in 2023, about 15 to 20% of the prey that lions take down is stolen by hyenas. Under the blazing sun of the African savanna, the hyena, one of the most resilient predators, roams the parched grasslands, leaving an indelible mark on the ecosystem. But their journey is not limited to nighttime hunts or the chilling laughter echoing across the meadows. Behind that image is an evolutionary story spanning millions of years, showcasing their remarkable adaptability and survival abilities. For millions of years, hyenas have perfected their survival skills. They live in a matriarchal society, where the females dominate the group and control the breeding process. With extremely strong teeth, they have the ability to crush even the hardest bones, fully utilizing every nutrient. Group hunting skills provide an advantage that allows them to take down prey much larger than themselves. In the harsh cycle of savanna, hyenas are not merely predators. They are resilient warriors, the cleanup crew of the ecosystem, ensuring that carcasses do not spread disease. Their laughter echoes not only as the sound of untamed nature, but also as the soundtrack to an evolutionary story unfolding over millions of years. In the tranquil setting of Savanna, Africa, under the faint glow of the moon illuminating the arid fields, it is not only the lions that dominate the hunt. The raspy and eerie laughter of the hyena packs echoed, signaling the presence of cunning and merciless predators. Hyenas are not merely scavengers, they are born strategists, always seizing every opportunity to survive and secure their place. The survival instinct of hyenas is the result of millions of years of evolution. They hunt in tightly organized groups with a clear social hierarchy. Therefore, the stories about the competition between lions and hyenas go beyond just the struggle for food. They also provide us with a deeper insight into adaptation, resilience, and survival strategies in the wild. Indeed, each confrontation in reality adds to the larger picture of nature, where life and death are always intertwined, creating an unending cycle of survival. In the challenging wilderness, the perseverance of animal species is not just an advantage, but also a survival strategy. Hyenas, with their exhausting strategy, often pursue their prey until it is completely worn out, ready to attack with deadly efficiency. A study from Holy Camp in 2023 indicated that the perfect coordination and determination of hyenas contribute to 25% of the conflicts between them and lions. These confrontations arise not only from competition for food, but also involve territory and power in a harsh environment. Although male lions can take down a hyena with a single powerful punch, the overwhelming numbers of hyenas make them a constant threat. In many cases, a pack of hyenas can encounter more than 30 individuals to challenge a group of lions and seize control of a carcass. This boldness not only endangers the lionesses caring for their young, but also makes them willing to eliminate the cubs to reduce future competition in the savanna. This action is not merely brutal, it reflects a survival strategy. The hyena realizes that removing the lion cubs could weaken the strength of the pack in the coming years, reducing their ability to hunt effectively. The sound echoed in the darkness, accompanied by furtive movements in the tall grass, painting a picture of the endless battle between two top predators of the savanna. In some ways, hyenas do not need to be the strongest. Their relentless endurance is what gives them strength in this fierce battle. In the endless cycle of the savanna, lions never accept being threatened. Their power is not only demonstrated through their strong stance, but also in their sharp defensive strategies. When hyenas dare to encroach on their territory, male lions will immediately counterattack. Hyenas can challenge lionesses, but when faced with male lions, they cannot help but hesitate. Just one kick from a lion's foot is enough to cost a hyena its life. Despite having the advantage in numbers, in ambush tactics, hyenas still find it difficult to overcome a group of lions led by strong males. Male lion coalitions, typically consisting of 2 to 3 individuals, can enhance the protection of their pride and territory by up to 70%. They work together to hold back the attacks, forcing the hyena to think carefully before daring to approach. The brutality here is not only evident in the daily battles, but also forms a part of the strategy to eliminate future threats that the lions constantly pursue. In the wild kingdom, a fierce battle for territory rages among the animal species. Hyenas, terrifying predators, relentlessly destroy nests and eliminate the young, not only to reduce the number of competitors, but also to weaken the social structure of the tang ho hien. During the dry season, when resources are scarce, clashes between hyena groups increase by 40% compared to the rainy season. At this moment, the lioness, although smaller than the male lion, appeared to be extremely determined. With strategic coordination and intelligence, they form a solid defense, driving the hyenas away and protecting the weak cubs. Attacks on hyena territory not only increase the survival rate of the cubs by up to 30%, but also demonstrate that strength comes not only from muscle, but also from tactical intelligence. In the scorching landscape of the savanna, key points like water sources become battlegrounds as lions assert their strength and territory. Each step and roar not only affirm power, but also signify the instinct for survival. In the quiet night of the savanna, the wind rustles through the tall grasses, mingling with the roar of lions and the mocking laughter of hyenas. This is not only the sound of nature, but also a struggle for survival. The lion embodies strength and power, while the hyena symbolizes perseverance and cunning. Both enemies constantly lurk around each other, testing the limits of instinct and endurance of each species. Amid the arid fields of the African savanna, where the blazing sun scorches the golden earth, lions and leopards share the same territory. Yet, there has never been harmony between them. Both are symbols of strength and talent, but the differences in size and hunting strategies have created a tense relationship. In nature, there are no absolute villains, only warriors struggling to survive in their own ways. Differences do not make them weaker, rather, they are the reason the ecosystem remains balanced and diverse. Just like humans, each species carries its own unique value, and mutual respect is the key to coexistence. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the savanna, the leopard entered the battlefield. Without the need for a pack or threatening roars, its presence is like a shadow, with stealthy steps and a spotted coat blending into the green grass. It becomes a part of the darkness. Although not as majestic as a lion or as boisterous as a hyena, the leopard embodies the perfect blend of strength and agility. An adult male can, although weighing between 50 and 90 kilograms, the leopard possesses extraordinary agility and strength, capable of lifting prey that is twice its weight up to the highest branches of trees. This is not merely a skill, it also reflects their remarkable intelligence. On the ground, lions and hyenas are always lurking, ready to snatch the rewards from the hard hours of hunting by the leopard. The prey of the leopard is usually smaller, such as ostriches or African wild boars. However, its versatility allows the leopard to hunt a variety of animals, ranging from small birds to large antelopes. When night falls, the leopard becomes an absolute master of hunting. It explores every little detail in its surroundings, using dense bushes and tall grass as perfect cover to stealthily approach its prey, closing the distance to just 6 to 9 meters before attacking. Every step is calculated meticulously, every glance assesses the situation, and at the precise moment the leopard leaps in for a lethal strike, targeting the neck or snout of its prey to prevent it from making any warning sounds. The ending came swiftly, precisely, and without mercy. After taking down its prey, the leopard cat usually does not eat it right away. Instead, it drags the catch up into a tree, away from the sight of other predators, to enjoy a private feast in the quiet of the night, where it is just the cat and its prey. However, no matter how skillful and talented one may be, the hunt does not always succeed. The success rate of the leopard cat ranges from 20 to 30%. To survive, they need to test their abilities repeatedly, continuously adapt, and refine their hunting strategies. In the savanna, the battle between predator and prey is an endless cycle. where only the smartest can survive. In the midst of darkness and light, a lion does not always ignore the presence of a leopard. During severe droughts, when food sources become scarce, confrontations between these two species significantly increase. Lions often do not hesitate to steal the prey of leopards or invade their territory. But why do lions prefer to steal prey instead of hunting for themselves? Could this be a clever strategy to conserve energy? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to follow Nature Moment to explore more thrilling battles of wits among predators in the wild. In such situations, the newspaper prioritizes safety above all else. When they detect the presence of a lion, they will quickly retreat. But caution does not always guarantee their survival. A slight delay in pulling the bait up the tree can lead to unnecessary troubles. In the wild, a moment of distraction can cost you your life. When given the opportunity, lions do not hesitate to attack leopards, a potential competition. However, the miracle is that the spotted leopard still continues to exist and thrive, thanks to their adaptability and intelligence. Constantly on the move, the leopard cat changes its hunting territory to avoid dangerous confrontations. Not only is the leopard a solitary hunter, but it also symbolizes endurance, adaptability, and survival in a harsh world where every mistake can lead to death. Under the vast sky of the African savanna, where the bright golden sunlight stretches across the arid fields, African wild dogs glide gracefully like shadows. Every step we take is a wonderful blend of strength and finesse. With a slender body, long legs, and strong muscles, along with their striped fur, they blend seamlessly into the surrounding landscape, becoming the most fearsome hunters in this wilderness. In the harsh survival battle of the savanna, the African wild dog has established itself as one of the ultimate predators. They do not need the powerful jaws of a lion or the deadly stealth of a leopard. The most powerful weapon of wild dogs is their unity, combined with relentless speed and perfect hunting strategies. In the barren land, only the strong and intelligent creatures can survive. African wild dogs have demonstrated that strength comes not only from muscle, but also from intelligence and exceptional teamwork. Walking through the vast grasslands of the savanna, African wild dogs appear as dark shadows, representing a lineage of hunters that has developed over millions of years of evolution. The earliest traces of their ancestors can be traced back to about 40 million years ago, when the common ancestors of the Canidae family emerged. Over time, the diversification within this lineage has led to the emergence of a distinct branch, in which African wild dogs have developed unique characteristics that set them apart from close relatives, such as wolves and domestic dogs. Not only do African wild dogs continuously evolve in body shape, but they also possess a brindled coat, with shades of black, brown, yellow and white, creating unique patterns that ensure no two individuals are alike. The large, round ears not only help them hear the subtle sounds of their prey, but also function as an effective cooling mechanism, allowing them to endure the sweltering heat of the savanna. The success of African wild dogs does not come from individual strength, but from their perfect cooperation. Their team spirit has become the key to conquering this wild world. Join the wildlife of African wild dogs, skilled hunters that live in packs of 10 to 20 individuals. Each member of the pack plays an important role, contributing to the creation of an extremely successful combat unit. These hunters weigh between 18 and 32 kilograms and stand between 61 and 76 centimeters tall, with a slender and muscular body perfectly designed for long chases. Their endurance is astonishing, with speeds reaching up to 43 miles per hour, making any prey a victim within their haunting sights. Unlike solitary predators, African wild dogs employ a hunting strategy based on cooperation and communication. When a prey is detected, they do not howl like wolves. Instead, they produce short and precise sounds, similar to military signals, to coordinate swift attacks. These sounds are not just mere calls. They are tactical commands that help the group form strategic units to surround their prey from multiple directions. A group will relentlessly corner the prey, forcing it to follow a specific path, while the other members quietly take up strategic positions, blocking all escape routes for the prey. Every movement and burst of speed they make is calculated with absolute precision. Wild dogs do not need leaps or powerful attacks. The secret lies in maintaining a steady and strong pace until the prey is exhausted. Not only are they agile, but they also possess incredible endurance. Once they set their sights on a target, they will relentlessly pursue it until that target collapses from exhaustion. The success rate of hunting for African wild dogs is estimated to be between 75 and 80%, surpassing that of both lions and leopards. This is made possible by the perfect coordination among the members of the pack, their ability to utilize sophisticated strategies based on the terrain, and their remarkable adaptation to the savanna environment. The pack of dogs is not only a group of hunters, but also strategists, a collective that uses intelligence to navigate the harsh survival game of nature. Their favorite foods include jumping species such as gazelles, impalas, and young guineafowl. Instead of just choosing the easiest prey, they often target the most suitable objectives that align with their encirclement and attack strategy. The ability to adapt flexibly allows them to continuously adjust their strategies, from using tall grass for ambushes to taking advantage of dry patches of land to corner their prey. The differences in strategy and social structure between African wild dogs and lions do not always blend seamlessly. Powerful lions often do not hesitate to snatch prey from wild dogs, and sometimes they even launch direct attacks to eliminate the competition. In confrontations, mature male lions are ready to charge into the pack of dogs, demonstrating their strength. This interaction is not only a matter of survival, but also makes wildlife more intense than ever before. The sharp pincers and powerful bites of lions help them maintain their kingdom in the natural world. A simple kick from a lion can knock a stray dog down instantly. But don't think that the wild dogs in Africa are easy to defeat. They never easily submit. Instead, they leverage their agility and the strength of their numbers to fight. When surrounded by lions, they quickly disperse, reorganize their formation, and either launch a strategic counterattack or simply seek out safer areas. This strategy not only helps minimize losses, but also protects the prey that has been painstakingly hunted. The fierce competition is not limited to the struggle for flesh. Despite its impressive strength, the lion is not always the victor. Wild dogs take advantage of their agility and endurance to hunt during moments when lions are inactive, thereby avoiding unnecessary confrontations. They know when to attack and when to retreat, ensuring that their chances of success are always as high as possible. These battles are not merely physical confrontations. They are strategic contests between two of the top predators of the savanna. The lion represents strength and dominance, while the wild dog symbolizes agility and a spirit of cooperation. Each encounter between these two species is truly a battle of intellect and strategy. As the morning sun illuminates the golden fields of the savanna, the fierce struggle between them continues unabated. Beneath the calm surface of the rivers and lakes in Africa, the Nile crocodile lies in wait, patiently anticipating the perfect moment to strike. Its cold and sharp eyes emerged from the water's surface like lifeless stones, concealing the presence of a relentless predator. Meanwhile, its enormous body remained submerged in the water, blending with the mud and the current, demonstrating absolute patience. This is their domain, where speed and agility are unnecessary for control. Only absolute strength and unwavering perseverance are required. No predator in the savanna can compare to the brutal strength of the Nile crocodile. They are perfectly designed hunting machines, with bodies that can measure between 3.4 and 5 meters in length and weigh up to 750 kilograms, making them one of the largest reptile species on the planet. A single strike from their sharp teeth can generate a biting force of over 5,000 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush the bones of any prey in the animal kingdom. This biting force alone makes the crocodile one of the rulers of the natural world. The Nile crocodile, a mysterious and fearsome creature in the wild animal kingdom, stands out for its ability to survive and hunt with remarkable patience. Not only is he a ruler of rivers, but he is also an artist of patience. He could spend hours, even entire days, lurking beneath the murky water, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In the months of drought, where water sources become scarce, the competition for survival becomes more intense than ever. Animals such as antelopes, zebras, and even lions are drawn to areas with little water, and it is here that the Nile crocodiles lie in wait. With each controlled breath, and every carefully calculated movement, when the moment was ripe, he burst from the surface of the water at a speed that could reach 22 miles per hour. His enormous jaws were like a steel clamp, tightening around the prey's neck and dragging them down into the depths, where escape was no longer an option. Desperate efforts to escape from an unexpected death feel like confronting a deadly machine. This tactic, known as the death roll, is the terrifying spin that the crocodile performs, breaking both bones and flesh until the victim can no longer resist. The hunting strategy of the Nile crocodile is not solely based on strength, but also demonstrates a finesse in how it exploits its environment. He took advantage of the stagnant water where all creatures had to gather to drink. In fact, more than 60% of attacks occur around water sources, clearly reflecting a waiting-based approach and strategic thinking. Meanwhile, on the arid grasslands of the African savanna, a fierce battle is continuously unfolding between two kings of the wild, the Nile crocodile and the lion. In this ruthless competition, every riverbank and every puddle becomes a battleground where fierce confrontations between aggressive creatures unfold. The Nile crocodile, the ruler of rivers and lakes, lurks beneath the dark waters, attentively waiting for every movement of the creatures along the shore. For him, whether it's a zebra or even a lion, everything can become a life and death feast. Meanwhile, the lion, the king of the grasslands, occupies the open space, using its abundant strength and speed to hunt for food. The struggle is not only for survival, but also to assert one's place in the harsh food chain of nature. To protect their territory and the herd, the males frequently patrol to ensure the safety of everyone against potential threats. Meanwhile, the females possess highly accurate hunting skills, securing meals for the entire group. However, when the drought persists, causing water sources to become scarce, the lions have no choice but to approach the rivers and lakes, where crocodiles lie in wait. The encounters between these predators often occur suddenly and brutally. According to the report from the Savanna Predator Interaction Project in 2024, Nile crocodiles are responsible for about 15 to 20% of the deaths of large animals near rivers and lakes during the dry season. When the lions come to drink water, the crocodiles will seize the opportunity to attack, especially targeting solitary females and unprotected lion cubs. A surprise attack from underwater can end a creature's life in an instant. But lions are not easy victims. They also counterattack the crocodiles, especially when they feel the safety of their territory is threatened. The males, with their magnificent manes, do not hesitate to retaliate to protect their herd, especially when the battle takes place on land. The coordinated strength between the females and males can force crocodiles to retreat from intense attacks and bites to the vulnerable areas of these reptiles. A young or smaller crocodile can even be killed by lions, But in perilous waters, the Nile crocodile still maintains the advantage. They waited patiently without rushing, because any mistake from a carefree cub or a weary female could become fatal. In this natural arena, there is no room for weakness. Each encounter between a lion and a Nile crocodile is a titanic battle, a clash between a king of the land and a ruler of the water. No one on either side holds absolute control, because in the wild, power belongs only to the strongest in decisive moments. The roar of the lion blends with the deadly silence of the water's surface, where the crocodile lurks, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. The savannah has never been a peaceful place, where the struggle for survival takes place continuously. So the question arises: if an adult lion and a giant Nile crocodile faced off in a direct battle, who would be the victor? The African savanna was once an undisputed kingdom of lions, where their roars echoed across the vast grasslands, marking their absolute dominance. But nature can no longer maintain the balance it once had. Its harshness and unpredictability make the struggle for survival more intense than ever, forcing species to constantly adapt to this altered environment. Climate change, the decline of natural habitats, and the increasing presence of humans are making the lives of ultimate predators like lions more fragile than ever. Under the scorching sun of the savannah, the water sources are gradually drying up. The rivers that were once full now only have scattered streams, exposing cracked and barren riverbeds. Herds of antelope, zebras, and buffalo, the main targets of lions, are increasingly having to migrate farther in search of water and lush pastures. This change forced the lion to expand its hunting territory, facing not only rivals of its own species, but also other formidable predators. According to information from the International Union for Conservation of Nature in 2023, the population of lions has decreased by approximately 43% over the past 2 decades. This crisis is not just a dismal number. It also reflects the direct impact of climate change and conflict with humanity. The rainy season seems to have become unpredictable, and prolonged droughts disrupt the delicate balance of the savanna ecosystem. Even famous places like Serengeti National Park and the Okavango Delta, once a paradise for large predators, are now becoming increasingly challenging environments. When prey becomes scarce, territorial conflicts between lion prides become more intense. Now, alliances must not only confront each other, but also compete against harsh climates, along with deer, leopards, and even Nile crocodiles. The roar of the lion, once a symbol of power and dominance, now echoes like the sounds of a desperate struggle for survival. Furthermore, the wildfires are increasingly sweeping through the savanna at a rapid pace, exacerbated by high temperatures and severe droughts, destroying not only the hunting grounds but also the prey populations, forcing them to migrate far from the lion's territory. The scarcity of food has left lions with no choice but to encroach upon human territories, increasing direct confrontations and threatening their survival. In exchange for the harsh conditions of nature, lions also face increasing pressure from the expansion of human activity. Agricultural fields, new settlements, and mining activities are increasingly encroaching on the territory of lions, shrinking their natural habitat. When prey becomes scarce, lions are forced to attack livestock to survive, which only increases the conflict between humans and wildlife. According to the Wildlife Conservation Organization, the killings of leopards, where lions are killed in retaliation, have become a tragic reality in their struggle for survival. The significant decline of the lion population today is a concerning reality. The main reasons leading to this situation include attacks on livestock, which have been exacerbated by illegal hunting. From 2020 to 2023, the poaching of lions has increased by nearly 30%, particularly in areas with weak protection and a lack of oversight. While the African savanna still retains its majestic beauty, its true kings are becoming increasingly rare. With every step and every roar, they carry the story of strength and the relentless struggle for survival. However, to maintain their throne, lions must fight tirelessly. When God created all living beings in perfect harmony, lions were not only the ultimate predators, but also a symbol of the formidable strength that He has imprinted in nature. Protecting them is not only an ecological duty, but also a sacred mission entrusted to humanity by the Creator. Recognizing the growing threat, conservation organizations worldwide are implementing a variety of strategies to protect the lion. Organizations like Panthera, which specialize in the research and conservation of big cats, are collaborating with African governments to establish reserves and ecological corridors. Places like Serengeti National Park and the Okavango Delta are currently being closely protected to ensure that lion territories are not affected by poaching. Alongside these efforts, community education programs are also being expanded to raise awareness about the importance of conservation and to reduce conflicts between humans and wildlife. Furthermore, the use of technology such as GPS tracking and surveillance cameras has made monitoring and protecting lion populations more effective. Thanks to tireless efforts, some areas have reported a recovery in the populations of these big cat species. However, the journey of conservation is still very long, and this mission is not solely the responsibility of environmental organization. It needs support from the entire community. Every small action has a significant impact, from supporting conservation funds and projects, sharing knowledge about wildlife protection, refusing to use products derived from wildlife, to practicing responsible ecotourism. Let's come together to protect the roar of the lions, preserving the balance of nature so that future generations can still admire the wild beauty of life in Africa. Wold Wotan. If you have had the opportunity, please share those wonderful experiences with others so that we can all contribute to preserving the vibrant heritage we have. Share your experiences and lessons learned from exploring the African savanna. Your stories can inspire and motivate many others to engage in nature conservation, ensuring that future generations can still admire the rich beauty of wild ecosystems. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the Nature Moment channel, and turn on the notification bell to join us on our journey of exploring fascinating adventures.